It was either the AI generated panda movie or this. Let's talk about Imaginary.
But it was just my...
No, wait. I know you want me to go straight into my review, but I have to talk about this. What happened to theater etiquette? Like, I know it's a horror movie, so there's gonna be a little chitter chatter, but there was these teens in the back that were talking so loud to the point where me and my friend had to turn and say something, and then we moved down lower to these older women, and we sat next to them thinking, oh, it's gonna be different, and she was just narrating the whole movie. Someone would open the door, she's like, oh, there's someone in there. Oh, it's actually somebody else. I'm like, ma'am, we're not at home. Like, what is going on? This is just a PSA to have some theater etiquette and remember that there's other people watching the movie. Okay, now let's get into our review of Imaginary. Okay, so the movie is about this woman named Jessica who moves back to her childhood home with two stepdaughters, and the youngest stepdaughter ends up finding this bear in the basement called Chauncey, and Chauncey becomes her imaginary friend, and she gets very attached to Chauncey, and when Jessica, the stepmom, intervenes, she figures out that Chauncey is a little bit more than just an imaginary friend. So my initial thoughts is the movie wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be, but it still kept me engaged. However, it is very slow paced. Okay, so honestly, I enjoyed the acting from everyone, especially Piper Braun, who played Alice. She was the little girl. She was believable. But I don't know, guys. The movie overall, it was boring and slow in the sense, not boring, but it was just like slow and bland, and you've seen this movie before. So it's also very predictable. Child make friend, friend bad. Friend possessed? Wait, I know this friend. Let's get rid of friend for good. But wait, there might be more. Like, we've seen this, bro. It's a cheesy, guilty pleasure kind of horror, so if that's something that you're looking for, then you'll definitely get your money's worth. It's not as scary, though, so if you want that, like, jumping kind of thing, there's a lot of lurking, which scares me. But for a lot of people, that's not really scary for them. But there's not enough, like, jump scares. So I've said it many times and I'll say it again. What is up with this expedition dump? They literally wrote in a character. It was this old creepy woman that would come in and she would just randomly dump 5 minutes of exposition and then disappear into the darkness. They wrote in an exposition character because they wanted to tell us instead of show us, and that really made the movie drag on. I don't know, guys. Honestly, I wish I watched Dune 2 again. I wish I watched Dune 2 again. This movie was an hour and 45 minutes, meaning that it was an hour shorter than Dune, and it felt longer. There's a lot, I'm sorry, I'm like not really feeling this movie. I really wasn't, and it's so forgettable. There was a lot of there was a lot of inconsistency, issues, and a lot of questions weren't being asked. There would be insane things that would happen, and the characters were just totally fine with it. There was one scene where the stepmother is talking to the little girl, and the little girl's in the bed, and there's obviously a human shape under these sheets, and the human shape moves. And she's talking to the daughter, being like, I know you love Chauncey. I just know you love Chauncey so much, blah, blah, blah. And then she hears a sound outside, and it's the little girl playing outside. So if the little girl is playing outside, who's laying in the bed? She uncovers the bed. Chauncey's just laying under there, and she just doesn't ask any questions. It's a human-sized shape that moved under the blanket, and that's just normal nowadays. That's just normal. So, I don't know, y'all. She wasn't asking enough questions. It was a little bit confusing. I can't, bro. Okay, you know what? I'm trying to give you all a review, but I'm actively forgetting the movie as I'm talking to you about it. I need to bring my notebook to the movie so that I can like write down plot points, but I'm literally trying to remember what the movie is. But the only thing I can remember is Act 3, because Act 3 was the most interesting part of the movie, and I do believe in them that they could get a part 2 just because of Act 3. If you can get through the first hour and 15 minutes and just watch the final 30 minutes, you're like, okay, I'm intrigued, because I don't want to spoil it for you, because there's a twist at the end. There's like a little twist moment. The CGI is actually really good. The characters are compelling. The villain or whatever, The villain looked good. Like I was like, all right. Like they did something towards the end, like that kept me intrigued and engaged. And I was like, where's this movie? I want to see more of this and the place that they end up going to. I want to see more of this place and how this place works. And I wouldn't be surprised if in part 2, because that's what they do in every horror movie, is that if one thing works, they're going to squeeze the dead horse. They're gonna beat they're going to beat the dead horse. So the second movie will probably just be based on Act 3, and I wouldn't be surprised about that. And I would watch it, honestly. But other than that, this movie isn't really offering much. And again, I wish I just watched Dune 2 again. My rating for this movie is gonna be a 4 out of 10. So I would still rewatch this movie over Poor Things. I think every movie for my people that watch all my reviews, I will be comparing every movie I watch from now on to Poor Things, as you've seen if you've made it to the end of all my videos. Is it rewatchability? I would rewatch this over Poor Things. So there's that. Anyways, this is a short review for y'all, so you can see if you want to watch this movie or not. So let me know down in the comments if you have seen Imaginary, and let me know what you thought so we can have a longer conversation in the comments. I love the comments conversation that we're having in Poor Things. I made that video 2 months ago and we're still talking about the movie. So if you want to do a spoiler talk in the comments, go ahead and comment down below what you thought about it. Make sure to like and subscribe. We're so close to 2,000 subscribers, guys. I love doing this so much. I'll see y'all later. Bye.